Hello, hello, M2 Tribe. We are super excited to be here with you here today. So my name is Elise Smith. I'm a Christian business strategist, and my amazing business partner, Allie. You want to introduce yourself?
Yes, ma'am. So my name is Allie. I'm your Christian Connector Concierge, and I love to connect Christian entrepreneurs with resources, tools, people, and opportunities that can really help you to 10x your faith, your finances, and your future. And that's what we do here at Millionaire Momentum.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah.
So we are your M2 connectors. And today we want to talk about passive income and daily pay and what that can look like for you. And we wanted to tackle this in a different way here and talk about some of the myths that are associated with passive income. Because I think we all have, like, if I say passive income, what comes to mind? In fact, put it in the comments below. Maybe it's like, ooh, passive income or daily pay. That sounds like a scam. Anybody feel that, right? I know that when I first saw it,
We felt
when
that
I
way
first
too.
saw it, I was like, absolutely, that's a scam, right? But there are so many amazing ways to be able to gain passive income that's not a scam. But it is true that the myth is, that all passive income or daily pay kind of opportunities are not legitimate. Some are not, right? And Allie, when you and I were first looking into this concept, you had said that you've been around the block enough that you can tell what's a legit company and what's not. Can you explain that a little bit? I'm putting you on the spot here because we didn't even talk about this beforehand, but I feel like we should talk about that.
Yeah. So really, this is something that you kind of have to be intuitive about. So it's not something that you can really anyways, let me just preface this. So basically, how I knew that a company would be successful and or at least be viable and be something that I would want to be part of had to come from the leader itself. So the concept could be cool, the pay could be awesome, but the leader, and by leader, I mean they knew their stuff. You could feel that they were a good person. There wasn't any kind of weird like vibes or feelings around it. And so for me, every time I would get into something or look at some opportunity, because oh my goodness, there were so many when I did that, I would pray about it, and I would do my research. Like I would go on YouTube, I would go on Google, I would go on all these places in Google and see if there was any reviews about it, because that people love to do that. They love to give reviews and their thoughts and opinions, and some were mixed, some were really good, some were really bad, and so I did all of that. I did my due diligence, I prayed on it, and then I kind of looked into the comp plan and how all of that worked. But in the end, 1,000%. And so I just went with what I felt was good at the time. And there were times where I would make a decision and I would invest in something and it would be awesome for a little bit and then it fizzled out, or it would be awesome or then the leader went sideways. And so then I was like, shoot, but that happens with anything. Like that happens with like corporations and the government and all the things, you know what I mean? Like, I'm just gonna be honest.
No.
Like it just happens. So don't ever feel like, it's the end of the world if you get scammed or something like that. Granted, you don't want to lose money. You want to do your due diligence. You want to be, making sure that you pay attention to the person that's leading it, the actual like structure of what type of affiliate program there is, because there's a lot of different types of affiliate programs. But they are not all scams. Like some of them are really freaking amazing. And I really, I know that like when I brought it to Elise and stuff, I knew she would be very like not sure about it. And it was okay. Like I understood that, but I had been in the space and I had been burned a couple times, but then I had also been really successful in other ones. And so I kind of knew what to look for initially. And when we met Michelle O'Neill, she just has this light around her. And the way in which she explains things and does things is amazing. And I would say one other thing too, and we're focused on daily pay, but we also have other offers and affiliate things that we're a part of. And every single one of them, we look at the leader, we look at who's leading it, who is involved, like, and that's kind of how we make our decision is, and how do we feel about it? Like, do we feel like it's a good thing? And sometimes it's like, well, maybe we're a little nervous because we've never done it before. So is that what we're feeling? Or is it like, oh, this is not a good decision? So there's like a little bit of nuance there that you have to kind of decide. And so often people just be like, well, it's a get rich quick thing and it's a whatever. And so we'll debunk some of those myths. But hopefully that answered your question.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think that's really important, especially because one of the ways we want to help you guys to really build up your millionaire momentum and 10x your faith, your finances, and your future is through having multiple streams of income. And so it's really important to understand what's a good fit and what's not, and how you can determine that for yourself. So Allie gave us gold here, guys. Like, look at that leader and see, even the vibe that you're getting from that person. If you're getting a not so great vibe, don't invest in it, right? And then also, do your research. Like she said, is go on to YouTube, go on to, Google or whatever, knowing that you are going to find crap on any business and any industry and any company and blah, blah, blah. There are so many people who are against network marketing, and there's so many people who are against master reseller rights and all these different types of structures. But I want you to pay attention to what are the things, like when you see a negative comment about something, what are the things specifically that that person is upset with? And think about the situation around that, because so many people have, a bad taste in their mouth about network marketing. But a lot of times it's because they didn't feel like they had an upline to be able to support them, right? And so if your situation is different, you don't have to worry about that. And another one is that I didn't make my money back. Well, what did that person do to actually make their money back? You know what I mean? And
Did
so
they actually promote it? Did they actually, I mean, and that's, yeah, go ahead, keep going.
No, go ahead. We can go there.
That bugs me. Like when people are like, well, I didn't make my
money.
Did you do anything? Like if you're in marketing, you need to go market, you need to go talk to people, you need to, all the things. And so, yeah, that one really like kind of gets me a little bit, because I'm like, did you just think that you would spend the money and invest the money and you didn't have to do anything? Like, that's another like myth that we're busting, right? It's not, this isn't like, oh my gosh, I invested and now I'm going to be a millionaire. Like, that's not how this works.
Exactly. Yeah. And we'll get to that myth here in just a sec, because I think it's a really good one. But just to kind of finish off, the other thing that I think is really important that Allie pointed out is the God filter, right? Like, does it feel right for you? Because remember, God's ways are higher than our ways. And he has a better plan for you than you can even imagine the steps for right now. And so even if you start going down the path where, we connected with a company that we really believed in, and unfortunately they went under. And, there might be some things that they're working on in the background, but at this exact moment, they're no longer in business. Does that make us a bad person for telling other people about it? No, because we believed in the concept. And if it had actually worked, or I should say when it actually works, because I believe that this is coming back up, that all of our team members are in a good spot right now. And that can be amazingly, income related and profitable for people in the future as well as us. But all you're doing is you're just taking the next step that you feel God is calling you to take. So don't be afraid of trying something different. Master reseller rights, which is what Daily Pay is all about, which, by the way, if you guys want more information, go to m2dailypay.com, right? Millionaire Momentum, m2dailypay.com, and you can hear more about what this is. But I had no idea. I mean, I had just scratched the surface on affiliate marketing and what that looks like, right? I had signed up for a couple of different programs, and I'm like, yeah, sure, I'll tell some people about it here and there and get, $40 here and there, right? But as God was revealing this whole concept of affiliate marketing to me, and Allie and I have been talking about this, because she used to be like affiliate queen, right? Like, you had your own affiliate business.
Favorite.
It was so awesome. Yeah. But as I was getting into it, I was like, wait, what is master reseller rights? And I was trying to think of it as holding to the same standard and the same rules as network marketing. And it is not. I mean, I remember we made, I think it was like a $3,200 day. And I woke up like in a cold sweat, 5 a.m. the next morning. And I was like, Allie, what did we do? Like, what are we doing? Like, that freaked me out so bad. But it's because, and literally I brought my, I woke my husband up and we we're just doing research, frantic research on like, is this a scam and is this okay to sell and all this kind of stuff. And I realized through that research, like Ali was saying, of do your research, right? Not just on the company itself, but even the industry and what's acceptable in the industry. I realized that master reseller rights is just another form of affiliate marketing. It's not some pyramid scheme or something like that. And so it was really interesting to see where my research took me. But all the research in the world is no good if you don't bring in the God filter, right? Even if you don't understand it, God is there to guide you. And if you take the next steps that he's given you, you can never go wrong, really, in the grand scheme of things. So, yeah.
Amen. Amen.
Good.
Yeah.
Anything
Love
else you want to add to that?
Nope. Good.
Okay, so let's bust our next myth here, because you've already brought it up, and I think it's a really good one. Let's kind of combine two of these. So one is passive income or daily pay requires no effort at all, right? And it's a quick way to get rich, right? It's a get rich quick scheme. So Ali, what would you say to that myth?
Well, the first one is that you don't have to do any effort. And that is a huge myth, because you do have to put in effort. You do have to go out and connect with people, talk to people, or you have to have, some kind of following and do attraction marketing, kind of like what Elise and I are doing right now, where we're doing this live and we're sharing with you how to debunk these myths. And then we say, hey, if you want to check out more, go to m2dailypay.com, right? Like that, you got to like get out there and, share it in whatever way you want, whether it's prospecting, whether it's attraction marketing. There's paid ways to do it, like solo ads, and even you could do like Facebook ads and stuff, but I don't recommend Facebook ads. But anyways, that's here nor there. But you can do paid advertising, that kind of thing. So there's lots of different ways to get out there, but you have to be able to put money towards it or time towards it. It's not just going to magically appear with you not doing anything. The second one was get rich quick. So, I mean, I will tell you, we did get income quickly in. That being said, it's not meant to be something where you are scamming people. That's not what it is. And so when people say get rich quick, that's what they're thinking, is like, oh, it's a scam, it's whatever, and again, we can go back to the things we talked about earlier. Have the God filter, do your research, all the things. How do you feel about it? And everybody's going to be different. So you may like check it out and say, you know what, it's not for me. And that is totally okay. But we checked it out and said, it is for us. And we're going to take a chance. And God has truly blessed us through it, and so it's okay if it differs, right? But when you're saying, oh, get rich quick, you're kind of mocking it a little bit, and you're just putting a label on it that doesn't need to be there. And so, yes, you might get rich quick, but not because you're not doing anything. Like the reason that we did make, almost $15,000 in month one was because we were talking about it. We connected with people, we shared it, and people could see the value of it. And so then they decided to join us in this journey, and that's really what it comes down to. We put in the effort and it return on investment, and it really is as simple as that.
Yeah. And when you take the gas pedal off, then you're affected by it as well, because it is the work. Like, this is a legitimate business. This is not just something that you throw out there and hope people find you. Like Michelle in Digital Growth Community is the company, by the way, that we call Daily Pay. So m2dailypay.com, just another plug there. Go check it out. But Michelle, who's the owner of the company, she created a 2-hour workday. So if you're not willing to put 2 hours a day in, or at least even 1 hour a day in, then you're not going to get money, right? Like, there are ways that you can do free ads with this, which is really awesome. But I will tell you that the fastest way to make money is contacting your warm market. I know I hurt some of your guys' feelings on that one, right? Because you don't want to, because you're scared, and I get it. But if you contact your warm market first, using the scripts and the social media posts and all the things that they give you, which they give you a ton, by the way, then you will be more successful than waiting for your cold market to warm up a little bit through attraction marketing and ads and all that kind of stuff. So that's the thing here, is like we're debunking the myth of the fact that it doesn't require any effort. No, it does. And we expect you to, like, if you're going to sign up for this, we expect you to work it. But it doesn't mean you have to work it as a separate business. Our big thing is multiple streams of income, because the best companies and the best company owners in the world, like Warren Buffett, like they have multiple streams of income, but it's all under one brand and one umbrella. And so when you're working your 1 to 2 hours a day of daily pay, you're still working your own business. One, because daily pay is part of your business, and two, because every single time that you reach out to people, whether it's on social media or, text or whatever, all the different formats, you are working your business, and you'll be able to tell them, like, maybe daily pay wasn't good for them, but your coaching program is. And so don't think of it as, oh man, I have to come up with another 1 or 2 hours a day to work my business. No, work it all at the same time. And we make this super easy. So tell about M2 Mornings.
Oh my gosh. Okay. So M2 Mornings is awesome. Okay. You guys just need to come. It's free. So just come. Okay. Experience it for yourself. You get into our M2 tribe, and it's in our school community. And basically you hop on and we start with a prayer. We start with a spiritual thought. And right now we're actually going through the 7 levels of energy. And so you're learning something, right, for the first 10 minutes or so. And then we dive into our IPAs, where we actually do the work. Like, we sit down and we reach out to people or connect with people or create the content that then's going to go out, whatever that looks like. Right. So it's good to work at least 2 hours a day, but one of those hours you get to work with us, and it's like a co-working session, which is really cool. So you really don't have an excuse to not do it. But it's also cool because then you can see what other people are doing, and you can get ideas from them, and you can, all the things. So there's the link right there, school.com/M2tribe /about. And you can probably even take the about, and I think it'll still take you there. But anyways, it's awesome. It is really, really cool. And so I really hope that as we're helping you to kind of see what it looks like to have multiple income streams, again, it's not multiple businesses, it's one business with multiple offers. And if you become an M2 connector, right? If you become someone that really sees value in connecting people with things that they need, like, daily pay or Kingdom Alliance or MAP, or, all the different things. We have tons of different things that you can connect them with. But if you look at yourself as a connector and you just say, what do you actually need? Like, you ask the person, like, what are you looking for? What can I help you with? Kind of like the genie, where he's like, poof, what do you need? Poof, what do you need? Poof, what do you need? You know what I mean? If you look at yourself like that, it really takes the pressure off. It's not hard, because you're just plugging them into what they need. And I'm so excited because we have our assessment that's coming out very, very soon. Hopefully next week, maybe another week, we'll see, but we're testing it right now. So we're super excited. Elise is a freaking rock star. So excited. And I always say that, but it's true. It's so true. But I'm really, really excited for that, because I think that's the thing also that is hard for people when they have multiple income streams, is they don't know how to be able to just have one offer or one thing. But it really is, your offer is you. Your offer is, I'm a connector. How can I help you? That is your offer, and when you look at it that way, sky's the limit. You can have as many income streams as you want. And it doesn't have to be hard. It doesn't have to be, this thing. And even before we had the assessment, when I was doing this on my own, 4 years ago, I just had a little, I actually didn't have anything really. I created like a little form to, help people out with what they needed. But even before that, I just asked them what they needed. I was like, what are you looking for? Like, what can I, and some of them would say, well, I need leads, or I need a community, or I need whatever. And I'd be like, oh, great. Well, here's the thing that I think would fit you best, And if you stop worrying about it and you start just saying, how can I best serve people? Service is sales, right? And so, or not service is sales. Sales is service. Is that how it goes?
Mm-hmm, yeah.
Yeah. I was like, that didn't sound right. But sales is service, right? So when you're selling somebody something, it's a blessing. It's helping them. It's helping them in so many different ways. And so going back to the myths, like that's why we debunked them, because it really is about, we're just helping people with what they need when they need it. And right now people just need income, and so we're like, okay, here you go. Here's some daily pay, but then other people are like, I need to get closer to God. I need to really, build my relationship with him and stuff. And then we're like, okay, great. Here's Kingdom Alliance. And I need to be a speaker, and here's Kingdom Alliance, like it's awesome. So I could go on and on, but
yeah, no, I think that was perfect. I love it. Okay, the last one that we're going to debunk here is passive income is only for the wealthy.
Ooh.
Right? So think about, oh, I could never, have passive income or daily pay because I don't have 1,000 or 1,000,000 customers or whatever. You can have it now. And why is that, Allie?
Well, the reason that you can have it now is because you choose to have it now. Yeah. Because you make a decision, like, I'm no longer going to be in this space anymore. And so you make a decision, you invest in yourself, and then you go out and share it with people.
Yeah. And you don't have to be wealthy to get started, right?
No. We have, especially in daily pay, like we have anywhere from $100 to $900. Like and there's payment plans. I don't know what else you want. Like, like it's just, it's a no-brainer, really. But I do think that the more that you really trust in God, and you make sure that what you're looking at and what you're wanting to invest in is in alignment with yourself and with God, you can't go wrong. You really can't. And even when stuff happens, like we were talking about that company that, is no longer, at least for right now, we still felt like that was a good place for us to be at the time, and be okay with that. Like, be okay if things like don't work out the way that you think they are, because you learned something along the way and it was a great decision at that time. And so don't get gun shy because something didn't work out, and just know that that's just part of the rhythm of life. Like, you're going to have the ups and downs, and that's okay. But enjoy the ride. Like, enjoy the ride. That's why people go on roller coasters, because it's fun. Right?
Crazy people go on roller coasters.
I know, I don't really like roller coasters. I get sick. I got to take lots of Dramamine, but when I do, it's super fun.
Super fun. Awesome. Okay, well, we hope that you guys have enjoyed just going through some of these myths. But the fact of the matter is that if God's pulling at your heartstring to take a chance on daily pay or anything else that we offer, or anything else that God has put on your path, right? There's a reason why he's pulling on your heartstrings. There's a reason why you are called to step up bigger and better, and, more, get your light out there more so that people can follow you. And so whether it's with daily pay or anything that we have to offer, we want to know what it is that God is calling you to do. So put it in the comments below. And if you're interested in learning more about how you can start making daily pay, go to m2dailypay.com. We'll bring up that banner here again. There we go. m2dailypay.com. And then also make sure that you come and join our free community. Because like Allie said, with the M2 mornings, we're going to do income producing activities with you. Like, there's a consecrated time for you to do your income producing activities with us. And there you'll also be able to, that's school.com/M2 tribe. We're working on making that shorter, guys. But that free community is going to help you to not only do your income producing activities every single day, you're surrounded and supported by amazing Christian entrepreneurs, but you also get to learn about all the amazing resources that we have for you until that assessment comes. And then you'll be able to take an assessment, and it'll easily pair you with what you are looking for. So thanks so much for joining us today, guys. We will see you tomorrow morning. Bye.
Bye, everyone. Stay inspired, believe in Christ, and receive